Hi, my name is Donnie. Welcome to the Rave.com. I'm here with Noli from Periphery. Thank you for taking the time out to do this.
Pleasure to be here.
Have you done an interview with us before?
No, this is my first time.
All right,
Yeah.
so first time. Wisconsin Metal Fest, something different. A bunch of different tours put together. You guys are on a headlining tour called This Tour's Personal.
That's correct, yeah.
How's that tour going so far?
It's been really great. We're almost a month into it now, which I can't quite believe. It's gone so quick, but we're just so happy with the lineup.
Yeah.
Born of Osiris, longtime friends of ours, and they kill it live. And then we brought over 2 Australian bands, which is it just worked out that way.
I think
guess.
12 Foot Ninja just got off the stage.
Yeah.
It sounded really good. That's the first time I heard them.
Yeah, I think that's everyone's impression. You
Yeah.
know, they're just kind of getting out there now, but everyone that sees them live is way into it.
They're really nice guys too. I talked to them for a minute earlier. They just seemed like down to earth. But
Yeah, very lovely.
Where are you guys from?
Okay, the rest of the band's from like Maryland, DC area. I'm from the UK.
Yeah, I can tell. Yeah, right on. So it's Wisconsin Metal Fest. It's all these tours put together. Is there a little different like excitement in here, like when all these tours come together? It's like a lot of different genre of the metal tonight too, which is I like a lot. You know what I mean? Like the difference is, how do you feel about that?
Yeah, no, I think it's awesome.
Yeah.
It makes a great break as well in the middle of the tour.
Sure.
We know a lot of the bands
Yeah.
that are playing today.
Have you played with a lot of the bands on tours and stuff like that?
Actually, yeah.
Yeah.
And yesterday we joined up with one other tour of the 3. So we played with Veil of Maya and their
Okay.
package yesterday, and they're great friends of ours as well.
Where
So
were we guys at?
that was in that was in Minnesota.
Minnesota.
Yeah, that's right.
It's about 5 hours, 5.5 hour drive. So
We sleep through the drives.
yeah, right on. So obviously, you guys are a month into the road so far. How many more dates do you guys have left on this?
I think there's 11 or 12 shows.
11 or 12. So
Yeah.
you're getting to the winding up almost. You guys, any interesting stories happen so far on this tour? I know every tour is a different animal in itself and stuff, but anything interesting so far for this
I guess
tour?
the biggest problem has just been with the whole government shutdown. Both our Australian bands ended up having issues with their visas.
Oh, really?
So Dead Letter Circus missed the first 3 dates, and actually we started in DC, and 12 Foot didn't join us until LA, so they missed a huge chunk.
Right.
You know, they did everything right.
Yeah.
It's just they didn't get their applications
Yeah.
processed.
People don't realize like that shutdown, how many people affected and stuff like that. It's crazy.
Well, I think North Lane was supposed to be on the bill today.
Yeah, they were.
And
I don't know.
same
what happened.
reason.
Oh, really?
I didn't
Okay.
realize it was going to be that long.
Yeah, they were supposed to open, I think, today for the whole thing.
Yeah.
But they are not a part of your tour overall, right?
They're not. They're part of the Veil of Maya tour, so we
Okay.
found that out yesterday, yeah.
Right on. You guys, a new EP was just announced in June. Any progress with that? Have you guys?
New EP?
Yeah, I was reading on your guys' Wikipedia that you were talking about putting together a new EP.
We're talking about putting together a new album.
Okay, I thought it was a EP that they were saying. So it's going to be
No.
a full length, more than I was reading was 5 or 6 songs, but you guys are actually doing a.
It depends. There's a super secret project which no one knows about yet,
Okay.
and certainly wasn't announced in June.
Uh-oh.
But if we're talking about what was announced in June,
Yeah.
that would have been probably just.
I didn't spill the guts or anything.
No, I mean it's kind of more of an experiment. I'm pretty sure there's going to be
yeah.
releases about that pretty soon.
Right on. Right on.
But yeah, next album we're just kind of getting into writing mode.
Yeah.
It's still a little way off. We'll probably start recording early next year.
Now, I know, being a musician, musicians are a different breed onto themselves, and they don't like to get stuck in a rut and stuff. Is there anything you do different each album to be like, okay, Periphery, we want it to sound this way, we want it to sound this way, or you just go in and just let it flow and no?
Well, I mean, the way our albums come together is generally demos over the whole kind of album cycle. You know, we've been writing demos since we finished recording the last album. It's just the way of this band. Everyone writes songs all the time. So
Yeah.
I'd say what tends to happen is one person starts writing demos and then other people latch on to a certain vibe that might be present there. If it's something new, like the stuff we've been writing recently, I'd describe as maybe a bit darker and more cinematic.
Sure.
And everyone just kind of naturally starts writing towards that
Towards that.
direction. But it's only album 3, so I don't think we've really established a thing yet.
I just know musicians are always afraid to get stuck in that rut of writing the same song, and stuff like that. So
Sure.
I like to hear the process. I'm sure a lot of fans like to know like what goes through your mind. That's a very personal thing. Your songwriting's a very personal thing, And
Yeah, I'd say it's quite a natural thing though as well. It's been 2 years since we recorded the last album, let alone started writing for it.
yeah.
So in that time, everyone's progressed pretty.
Do you guys get the urge like, oh man, we really got to start writing, or like, because you guys do so many tours and stuff, you're so busy. When is there that time like, oh, this is the time we want to write, or is it just spontaneous?
That's really tough, and pretty much any time we set aside time to record, we end up getting booked on some tour, which
Yeah.
we can't pass up on. But as I say, everyone in my band tends to be writing all the time.
Yeah.
Everyone,
a lot of downtime on the tours, I'm sure.
even on tour, whether it's just coming up with riffs or whenever we're home, everyone has their own recording workstations. They can knock stuff together with just programmed drums and whatnot.
Yeah.
So there's never a lack of ideas.
Yeah.
It's more kind of the opposite, trying to edit it all down.
Do you guys have a problem with too much material?
Yeah, possibly.
Yeah.
It's a good problem to have, though. We're not complaining.
Yeah. I heard that like Prince has like literally like 500 albums worth of material like in his vault and stuff like that. Like he just continuously writes. Like it's crazy. Like
I can believe it. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys have played Summer Slaughter a couple times on this here at the Rave too. I think you guys played a total of 6 or 7 times here. Has there been a favorite experience of your guys, or is anything interesting happen here while you guys?
It's just always a good time here, man.
Yeah.
I love when we get here. Everyone automatically starts swapping ghost stories. That tends to be what happens.
That's what we always ask everyone if they had any experiences. Everyone. I always see them like dart for the pool and stuff like that. Or there's so many like legends of the place stuff. So I tend to I'll tell people like what I've seen and stuff, but I like to embellish because I like to see them like, oh really, just to see how far I can get sometimes.
I mean, I don't have any actual stories of our own, but every time we come back here with a different tour package, and you end up talking with the other bands.
The legend just keeps growing.
They know stories from other bands they've toured with, and it just kind of grows outwards.
Yeah. Well, we appreciate you taking the time. Is there anything else you'd like to tell your fans before we?
No, just thanks so much, guys, and hope you enjoy the shows. If you've come out to one of the shows, then we're incredibly grateful. Thank you very much.
That's Periphery at therave.com. Check this out. And Wisconsin Metal Fest.
Cheers.
All right.